For you my ProPresenter setup for the 30th of November. This will be a long video because I'll just record the whole thing, the whole setup, so you might want to forward here and there, but it'll take in everything you need to do, from songs to announcements to some extra stuff to doing the sermon, and then I might even do the sermon for Eaglehawk and export it, because we do Eaglehawk sermons on this computer, the Junior 2 computer, because it's got everything in it. Then we just export it and drop it across to Eaglehawk. So here we go. I have got what's it called? Planning Center somewhere. So I'll just need to find that, and then I can get all the info I need for the service. So I'm just going to go back. Here we go. All right, have a look at the songs and everything. All right, so first of all, here's the service here. What we do is, if we when we're going from week to week, we just rename it. So rather than setting up a whole new service each time, these elements always stay that are there. So you can rename it, then get rid of any songs, get rid of the message, keep the anchor spot there, and we'll change that bit by bit. I've already set some stuff up here, so you don't have to go through everything with me, but the procedures and the processes will be here. So anyway, here we go. So songs, I'm going to go to the songs library, and the first one is The Joy. So I just pick that up and drag it. Now I have to keep choosing the songs memory over and over to do these. Obviously the keys don't matter, it's just the words we're bringing in. King of Kings. So I'll even go down and check the last song, which is Joy to the World. So all the songs that you'll need should be already in the menu. If not, you can bring them in through import and select here. It links to our song select account, but then you've got the whole procedure of setting it up, and I won't go through all of that now. So if this worship leader wants something that you don't have, then maybe ask them to reconsider, or you can work out that process if you want. It's not too difficult, but there's a bit of fiddling around. So now I'm just going to drop these songs into the sections they need to go in. King of Kings, Stand in Awe, Joy to the World, down the bottom. Now in this service we also have communion, and so Luke has set up these service defaults here, and so I'm going to find where communion is and drop that in. So then that's in here. So then it just brings up this kind of communion slide as a background. Now they may still go back into the last verse, but I haven't been told of the song. So once the songs are in, we want to just check the arrangement. This is interesting. I want to go there actually. Whoa. Here, first slide of that song. No, wrong button again. This one is what I want for the song. Okay. Now, if you are able to, it's good just to, whether you listen to the song or you know it or you go through the lyrics online, just to double check that it's all in order. I kind of know them so well, I can just do it from the top of my head generally. But if it looks like it makes sense, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, interlude, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, interlude, bridge, bridge, interlude, chorus 2, you're going to be pretty right. I don't know how much time you guys will have to set this up, so if you don't have heaps of time, just check that the default version looks pretty good, and then they can make any small changes they might need to in the actual service. So let's go through, keep going through these. Oh my goodness, what has this got on it? This looks like it's got a heap of stuff in here, and I don't really get there. It's like someone's had a bit of a play around with that. I'm going to remove some of this, remove that element, whatever that is. And I'm going to take that macro off to just, I might put it back on, but we'll add backgrounds a little bit later as well. But for now, I just like to go through and check that the arrangements are, the default arrangement is loaded up and that it looks okay. Yeah, first one, that looks good, although whether they'll do 3 choruses at the end, I don't know. That's one I'd be happy to leave because I'll work it out in the morning. King of Kings, check this verse interlude. Yeah, lots of interludes here, which the song does kind of have, but they're not really necessary. Okay, this has been mucked around by someone. We wouldn't usually have an interlude at the end. This one that says group, I've got no idea what that would be. If I drag that in to have a look, what does that do? Oh, okay, that's the same as the tag. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that. Now I'm going to just edit this song a little bit because we don't have an ending, and I don't like this group thing here because that's unusual. So gone into reflow. Actually, what I'll do before then, if you're going into reflow, it's always easy to go back to master. It means you don't have everything kind of the whole version of the song, you just got the segments. So we're going to get rid of whatever this is. Is there an intro? Yes, there was an intro. Man, this is out of order. I'm going to fix this up a bit. I'm going to call this the intro if I can. Yep. I'll leave the tag right up there. I'm going to call this interlude, and I'm going to call this intro. And I'm going to call this the outro. And I'm going to remove this because that shouldn't be. Interesting. That really shouldn't be there. Okay. I'm just going to leave that for now. It shouldn't really have that graphic attached to it at this point, but what can I do here? Remove that macro from there. Okay, go back to the default. I've got a tag and I'll throw the outro at the end now. I'll put the intro at the start and then it makes sense. And I'll put the macros in too, perhaps later. I don't remember if I do it for every song, but I can do it just to be sure. All right, stand in awe. First one, bridge 1, bridge 2. Okay, that's all looking okay. We'll go down to our last song, Joy to the World. Okay, BBC default. If there isn't a BBC default, there should be for all of them. Just do a new arrangement, and then you can drag all these in. This looks all fine. Okay, so now what I'm going to go back and do is put some backgrounds in, and I have heard that people really are enjoying the more nature type backgrounds. So I'm going to put a couple of those in maybe. I don't have a Christmas one, but I can live with that. So this one being a transition slide should have the same as that because that will jump from that, as you can see, to that straight away. So I'm going to open the media bin down here. We're going to go to BBC Centre. So there's some in here. And there's also the new from Invato ones are quite nice. They're the more naturey kind of ones. What do we want here? Not all of them look great, but some of them are quite nice. Yeah, I'll go with this one. And then for the actual song, drop that in, and hopefully there should be enough contrast. Not showing on the side screens here. Interesting, it has got the macro there. Right. Let's check here, sides. Oh, there it is. All right, I'm happy with that. We go back to operator, and then we can see all of them. I don't know why it's not showing up on the sides there, but that's ProPresenter for you sometimes. What I'll generally do is have the first 2 songs the same. I don't like to change it for every song, just cause it's largely because then the lighting guys have to follow each change. But what I'll do often is the fast couple of songs as one graphic, and then the slower ones as another one. This is a nice one, so we'll move to that. For the second 2 songs, oh, it's already there, look at that, brilliant. And then the last song, I will often go back and repeat one of the ones that we've already done, so I'm going to go back to this, and that should work for us. So I'll get rid of the media bin. Now that hasn't got the macros, so I'll go over here and I'll drop in the worship macro, and it's this orange one, not the yellow one. From memory, we don't have to put it at the start of each song, but it probably doesn't hurt either. So how about I do that? What's the worst that can happen? All right, songs are done, and we've got communion in there. All right, let's go to the anchor spot. So I've already added some stuff in here. Now to edit what we have for anchor slides, select the first one and then go to edit, and we will have a welcome. We'll have 2 the same. Go back here. The first one has the macro on it, which will change the center screen and everything, and the second one is the one for the anchors to jump back to, the projection guy to jump back to, and it doesn't refresh everything, it just changes this slide. So if we did this every time, I think it would kind of refresh the center screen and you'd see it fade in and out really quickly. Anyway, we have in our anchor spot, what have we got? We've got meet and greet, I won't put that in. We've got membership. All right, so on the computer here, and this is where you're probably going to need help from someone in the office, is just to bring all the different slides for the services into a folder. So I've already set this up, and I've got the ones I already need in here, and photos from Christmas Together, because that's part of the service this week. So once they're on the computer, which you can do remotely, so if I go here, and if I was on, I could just upload the file there. So you do that, and then you'd find it on the computer, and then you'd click on it, and it would upload all that sort of stuff. So I'll go back here. So the first one I need is membership. So I'll go there, and December 14 membership, bring that in. Now I've already named it here because I'm kind of going back and redoing stuff to show you. To name them, you click off the main tile and just in the field here, and you can name it in here. All right, next is Christmas Together. So I've already put some of these in again. I'll just try and find some more of them, and I just Just a sec, I need to know what's there. You might want to fast forward through this because I'm going to be searching out photos. Okay, so they're all the inside ones. I need to add some others. All right, so to create new tiles to put images in, can I right click here, right click, duplicate, then it'll bring it in. It'll also copy the name. I'm going to just do a command C and V for the next few just to do it quicker. All right, we'll bring some of these in. These are obviously not named, and I'm going to have to resize this. Often when I resize, I like to just make the whole thing a bit smaller, and then fiddly job, which I don't enjoy. Anyway, there we go. From memory, I wanted to, yeah, I'm not going to use two of the same thing. What's next? Looks like it could be the same thing again. It is. Those screenshots I think I've already done, so I think I've already got that because it's inside. So we do. Go back here. Let's start from the other end, maybe. All right. I've got two version 11s, I don't need both of them. And if you love fiddly, you don't need another one of that. If you love fiddly clicking around jobs, this is for you. I don't remember what number I'm up to now. Nope. How do I get rid of that? I'm going to need some more blank ones. 6, I think I'm up to. Good. Put that in. I think I've already got that somewhere though. Yep. Alright, so I'm going to just delete that, and I think I've got all I can get, so I'm going to just delete that too. Cool. So there's our Christmas Together review slides. Now after that, in the run sheet, we have a couple more things. We have Hope Project. So go in here, Hope Project, and I'll name that one next. Is going to be Remembrance Service. Christmas services. Oh, okay. The Remembrance Service is not in my folder, but I know it's on the computer. So, like with all good apples, you can Remembrance Service. It should be in here somewhere. Hello. No. I'm sure it's here somewhere. There's some other dates, November 30. Remembrance Services, there it is right there. So if you if you don't have something but you know it's been used before, yeah, you can look back in other weeks folders. Good. And that's it for this. I'll just name that. Focus. Top to fast mode. Good. All right, and then we always leave the offering one there. So we have our anchor spot. So 2 out of 3. Last is just the message. So we're going to go up here to messages. We're going to create a new presentation. Now I've already got that theme, so unless you're changing theme, you just need to leave that the same. What we do is we put the date of it, so Sunday 14th of December. This is JC, and this is Dave, and that's all good. We won't put it in a playlist, we'll just go straight to messages. Okay, so then we want this theme. Good. Now I have to go back and find Dave's info, so just give me a sec here. Okay, open. No, I can't use that screenshot. I will open this, and I'm going to drag that to another screen there. Go back. All right. So I'm going to start with some scriptures, and in fact Dave only has scriptures here, so I might need to add something in just to show you what to do in another situation. But for scriptures, we go up to Bible, and this is awesome. It just brings it straight in. So I was already on Micah. We've got Micah 5, 1 to 5. Do that. He hasn't told me what verse. Yes, he has. They're all NIV, so that's good. But once I've done that, I'm going to just put it straight into the presentation, which is selected here. All good. So then we just kind of do this all together. Next is Genesis 3, 14 and 15. Good. Now you can see that these are really big scriptures. They're not going to fit in the live stream lower third. And so I can show you what we do about that, but we don't actually have a live stream this week, so that kind of helps. Next one is Genesis as well, 49, 10. So we put that across. I hope I put the other one across. Maybe I missed it. Isaiah 9, 6. Back to Micah. Now he's got here Micah 5, 2. But then he also had Micah 4 and 5. Do that. Alright, so they should be all in there. Did I miss one? Genesis. No, I've got both Genesises. I've got Isaiah. Yep, so that's all good. Now, what we want to do is add some of these hold slides to divide these scriptures. So the way I do that is I go up to Edit, click on Hold Slide, and I duplicate. And I'm going to do this with my key commands, and it'll be a bit quicker. And I do a whole heap of them because then we want to grab them and put them in between these scriptures. So rather than doing it one at a time, I just do it like that. Now I don't know if he's going straight from Micah 5 to 4 and 5, but from his notes it looks like he is. So I'll just keep grabbing these, and that's Isaiah. Good thing is that the title gives you, where are we? The title of a group gives you all of the slides together, and on the left, and then the individual scripture. So if you look here, you know that that's a dividing spot. Now I don't have enough. I think Luke has a different way of doing this, but this is how I do it. We'll go through there. Where are we next? That might be all I need. What I'm just going to do, we'll always again have a second slide without a macro, but for here I'm going to drop that macro on there. Hello, that is not wanting to move that menu. Great. What's going on? It's not scrolling. Scroll. Well, that's not helpful. Alright, no, now it is. Alright, so drop the message one in here. And then if I click on that, you can see it's not coming up there. Center. Right. That's not what I want. It's meant to come up on the center. I might really should be coming up on the center. And we have these other ones. All right, just while before I try and fix that, what I'll just show you is if we got a really big scripture like this, that obviously, if we go back to the lower third, where is it, that one? Oh, what? Okay. Center slides. Okay, this is confusing me a bit here. Confidence video alpha. I thought that was okay. Oh, it is. That's right. But that's come up real weird. I don't know why it's changed color. Anyway, what I do in this case is I'll go back to edit and go to the one that has too much, because generally it's three lines will fit on a lower third. Obviously there's 7 lines here, so too much text. So what I would do is just duplicate this and basically just remove the stuff. Well, keep the stuff in the first slide I would want, so I would probably remove all of that and keep the ones remaining. Sorry, I would do that on the first of those 2 slides, and then for the second one I would just delete the bit that I've already shown. Now, because this is 7 lines all up, I probably would maybe do 3, 2 and 2, because I don't want to go over 3 per slide. Like I said, with this week we don't have a live stream, so I don't have to do that. But with a live stream, yeah, that is definitely a consideration. The other part of that is that sometimes we can have images. Now, Dave did want an image in this message, but we can't actually use it. So to put an image, or there's 2 different things we need to go through here. So if I want to, and this is where I struggle a bit, because Luke just knows more than me, but what I'll probably do is, with an image, I don't want to just slap it on top of this. If it's a full screen image, that's fine, but if it's not, what I might want to do is get rid of that background. I'll go up here to put a new background on there, and I'll find wherever, let Earth Receiver King. Okay, so slide, theme, LED, lower third. So slide is the one I want, and you can see that that's left room for text, etc. And so if I was going to grab Dave's, no, I won't try and do all of that. I'll just bring in a random image. So let me do this one, I'll bring that in. So let's say you've got a photo someone's given you, but it's not 16 by 9, it's just it's portrait, or it's a weird shape. It looks better to have some sort of background sometimes than a black background. can have a black background, that's fine, but this is how you do it if you want some of the original background there. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that because I don't need it. Now, often preachers will want a like a quote or something as well, and this is where again, I think Luke would do it different. I might be just jerry-rigging this and doing it the wrong way, but what I would do is go on a slide, duplicate it, and then go into the text here. I'd want to get rid of the lower field, but I go into the text here and I would type what I want. So quote. Now the reason I do it like that is that then when I go back to here, firstly I've got the right background on it, so I don't have this, I've got that background, but it's also brought it in with like it's going to do a lower third, and it's going to look good on the side screens as well. So the only problem with that is the name of that slide. It says Mica 5.5, which obviously it isn't. Now I can, I suppose, go back here and change that, and that's fine. But what I've also found is when I do a number of them, I change one name here and it changes all of them. So sometimes what I would do is just not have any name in that, and that, if I can. No, it doesn't want to do that. Now it's actually changed the name of the Mica 5.5 here. So that's where it's, you know, it's not great, but Luke does it a different way, and I just don't really know exactly what he does. Anyway, thankfully we don't have any of these this week, so, but you guys might. I will get rid of that and just go back to what we have. So I'm kind of done here because I've got the hold slide that is meant to bring up all of the theme slides. I'm gonna have to go back and investigate why it's not. That might be in that other video I showed you about how to load in a theme. Because it should be, we should have a background, we should have side screens, we should have everything. I really don't get why we haven't. You might be sitting there watching going, it's obvious, and you know more than me. Anyway, I've got all these other slides that checks out with the document Dave's given me. I've got the whole slide in between them, and so pretty much good to go. And what we would do there is drag it into the service, and then drag it up to where the message is. Here we go. And I think our whole service is set up now. So just to double check it, this is our pre-service loop. Now this has changed a bit, so I'll just do this too. You can add new slides into this, but they might not ask you to do that. It's just another job. So, but if I click on that first one and then again go into edit, I can just remove whatever I don't want. So obviously Christmas Together, we don't want that. Dalesford, Alex thing, Christmas Together is gone. Prayer, Remembrance Service will keep. We don't still want Christmas hampers. But this is just like the anchor spot really, that so if I did want to put a new one in, I would just duplicate, get rid of the slide that's there, put the new slide in, etc. and it'd be all good. But for now, I'll just get rid of everything. You know, this has the timer on it, so the timer's remained intact, as you can see, even though I've done all those changes. If it didn't, I just need to select all of these, right click on any one of them, to go to next timer, and bring up, we just leave it at 8 seconds, and we do want it to loop from the beginning. So anyway, I pretty much just confirmed everything that was there anyway. Anyway, if I do this, yeah, we've got that. So we can see the music is playing. Those should start to advance. Oh, don't need that one either. I think I can delete straight from here. Good. So they should be advancing through. Just give that 8 seconds. Check. Here we go. Good. Go to worship. Brings up all of these. It's not bringing up the side screen again. This is weird. I might just have to start and I might have to quit ProPresenter, start it. Might be just being temperamental today. Got that there. Maybe there's some setting left over from Christmas Together. I'll have to check that out. Anyway, then we've got communion. Then we've got our anchor stuff. Yeah, that's definitely not going to the side screens either. And we've got this. That's not even going to the center screen. And then back into worship. And that should be working as well, but I'm going to have to try something. Maybe I'm just about to call Pete to see if he knows if there's any set. There might be a setting in video stuff that I need to select. That's the reason why that's not sending properly. Anyway, I'll check that out. And we'll restart ProPresenter. Let's see if that's helped at all. Hey, it did. That's made me happier. Oh, yep, that's all good. So it worked with the sermon. It has worked with the sermon. Lovely. All right, well that is set up, guys. Now, if I was doing this for Eaglehawk as well, it's pretty much all the same. The only thing on Eaglehawk, and I can switch across, but I might not need to, is I find for some reason with the pre-service loop, I need to drop the slides in like directly from the folder. So I would just drag and drop if into there. I don't know why, it's just set up differently, I guess. Obviously we don't have things like lower thirds and stuff for Eaglehawk. In fact, why don't I just go across and do that? You're in for the long haul now, so I'm sure you're loving it. What I do need to do first though is messages. So I'll create AJ's message in here. I may as well just do it because I've got to do it anyway. So it's still going to be Sunday, what is it, 14th of December. AJ. Oh, no. EC. AJ. New. Alright, same deal. We're going to do this. I reckon AJ had like one scripture. Let me just quickly have a look. Okay, let's have a looky here. Where is it? AJ is very complicated this week. Look at this. Isaiah 6. What is it? 9, 6 and 7. I reckon we can probably deal with that. Isaiah 6, 9 and 7. No, Isaiah 9, 6 and 7. Whew, it's close. Alright, Bible. Isaiah 9, 6 and 7. Did he say international version? He might not. Oh no, I think I asked him for the translation and he hasn't got it to me, so I'm going to assume it's NIV. But for us a child is born, to us a son is given. See if that's exactly the same. Twice the sun as the government beat his shoulders, he would call wonderful counsellor. Yeah, that looks the same to me. So otherwise I'd just Google it and double check, but I think we're good. Alrighty. So we've put that in easy. We're going to go here. We're going to create a couple of those and drag one down to the bottom here. And I don't think I need to put the macro at this stage, but what I do now is I export as bundle, because this is going to go over to Eaglehawk. So you can see Pro Bundle. I'm just going to put this on the desktop. Export, great. So I'm finished on this computer here at Juniton, apart from needing to download AJ's sermon, which I'll do there. Let's come onto my computer. Great. What I'm going to do now is just, where is it? Open that, and I'm going to drag that onto my desktop. And now I'm going to quit this and open Eaglehawk. Sure you're loving all this stuff. This is good stuff. So Eaglehawk here usually just needs to give it a click to wake it up, and then data, DATA. We are not going to install something new. We'll remind us later. Here to open it, sometimes you have to just hold on the icon and then release when you get that. I'm not going to do any new versions of ProPresenter. That would be very bad. I'm going to skip that for now. Alright, our last service was here, so I'm just going to quickly rename it, but, oh no, 30th November. No, that's wrong. Definitely past 30th of November. Alright, now I'm not going to go through all of the other stuff with you because it's the same as what we did. Like I said, this acts a little bit differently, but I won't do all of that. Here to put, well, we want the same background for these two, or else a very quick change. And I just generally use one background for all of these songs here and to put it on the first song. But what I'm going to do is go over here and upload AJ's sermon. So where is it? Here we go, Pro Bundle. So double click, that's uploading. The great thing about this is once it's there, it's very easy to get in where you need it to go. Just double click on it. Yes, we want it to go in messages and we'll automatically put it into our playlist. So, okay. Lovely, and that is done. So if I go in here, it should be there. Get rid of that old message. That's no good no more. And there we are. There's AJ's message. Do we have a macro? I don't know if we have a. No, we've only got a worship macro, so you don't even really need the two at the front. So I'm just going to get rid of that so it doesn't confuse anyone. I haven't done this for a couple of weeks, or a few weeks, so my I don't remember every little bit. Anyway, that's the message. Look at that. Thanks, AJ. Nice and easy. So you know how to do the rest of it, guys. So that's it. I hope that's helpful, and I hope it all goes well for you. Thank you very much. Bye.